Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I am going to do a book review of a garment book that is so perfect. It's a brand new book by Emilia Johansson, also known as Coffee and Crocheting. She has an IG account. She makes the most beautiful garments that are easy for any beginner or experienced crocheter. And you can see all these tabs. The green ones are the ones that I have done, and the yellow ones are ones I haven't and possibly want to do. There are a total of 21 crochet sweaters and tops in here, and she does a fantastic job. She is one of my favorite designers. She has the most easiest way to read patterns. She gives you a sizing guide for each garment. Not that she's making it difficult or anything, but there's an easy size guide available as you're working on each sweater so that you don't have to flip through to see what your size is. And her patterns are very size inclusive. They go from extra small all the way to 5X. So this is a garment construction book for anyone, and I love so many of these patterns. I was a tester for this book, and I tested, 5 or 6. 2 of them I deconstructed because I want to make them again differently or with a different yarn. Now, when I was testing this book, I was going through a very bad season of perimenopause, and perimenopause can affect so many of us differently, and it was brutal for me. But I have a stack of sweaters, no matter what, that got me through the hard times. When I was at home and I get to crochet, I got to test, and I learned so much about garment construction by being a tester for her. Now, she is one of my favorite ones to test for. And she is constantly creating. So if you want to be a pattern tester, I suggest you look her up. Sometimes she'll put out a pattern testers wanted, and then you go and apply for it, or you go to her website and you apply. I have no idea where she's at now. I've stopped testing because I no longer want to test anymore. Now I want to just do my own thing. I don't want to be under anyone's time limit. But if you, but I loved this book so much. I loved so many of the patterns that I definitely had to get this book. Let's go to the first one. This one is called the Tuesday Sweater. Now this one has a very beautiful stitch that I really want to try. This is one that I did not test for, but it is your basic, and whatever the stitch is, it's very beautiful, and I definitely want to try this one. It's called the Tuesday Sweater. Again, she has the sizes. It goes all the way to 5X, and on any of these, I'm sure you could cut the sleeves off if you didn't want it to be long sleeve. The next one is the Forest Mist Sweater. Now, this is one that I did do, and it is one of my favorites. This one is one of my favorites. It has such a beautiful construction, very easy to manage, and you can get this to be colorful. You can put this in one color. Very nice. I really like this one, and this one was a favorite of mine. I'll throw some pictures up of me wearing it. Oh, I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love this sweater. It's so comfortable, so fluffy, airy, comfortable. I love it. And I'm sorry, I cannot think of the name of the yarn, but if I can remember it, I'll put it here on the screen for you. And yes, this is my favorite. I so love the different colors that are coming through. It has this purple and this dark gray charcoal color. It is so pretty. I very much love this sweater. I love wearing it. It's perfect because you get, and it's not see-through. I know you could see, I was putting my hand through. It is not see-through, at least in this dark color. I wear it without any undergarment. I just basic bra. And I don't see anything. It's beautiful construction. And this yarn is perfect for it. It's light. Look at this. So light. And it's a 4-weight yarn that goes like thick and thin, kind of. Oh, I can't think of it. But anyways, I put it on the screen. I love this yarn to make garments. It's so light. And it's a store brand, so it's one that you could easily get if you wanted to, and comes in lots of good colors. The next one is the Nectar bobble sweater. This is a beautiful sweater with lots of nice texture in it. I really, really like this one as well. And I also tested this one. So here is a few pictures of me wearing this top. I absolutely love this one as well. And I have it behind me here. I love the yarn that I chose too. It was also a very light feeling yarn, and that is so important when you're using a 4-weight yarn, which a lot of her patterns call for. So if you like a 4-weight yarn, she does do some 4-weights, although she does have some lightweight yarns in here as well. I believe a fingering and a DK weight are also in here. But oh my goodness, I love this sweater. I love the color. I believe it's no longer available. I got it at Hobby Lobby, when you do. And with all this texture, it is still a very light yarn, a very light garment. Love this one. And I love the stitch definition this one has. So pretty, and all those colors. This was great. I loved working on this one as well, although this was a bit tricky here. Right here. See how you have the bobble in the middle and then there's like 2 spaces? It's very deceiving when you're creating this garment if that is a stitch or not a stitch. If you're supposed to chain one, I can't remember because it's been over a year since I've tested this. So I don't remember. I just remember this being very tricky for me, but I did get it. We worked together. We did get it. We got it. And hopefully whatever suggestions everyone made for the testing was able to clear up any confusion, which is what I'm easily confused though. So I love that sweater, but it was a little tricky for me. That's those bobbles, like the spacing part. The next one is the chestnut sweater. Now, I'm not sure if I tested this one. I can't remember, but I don't think I did. But this is one that I would not mind crocheting. I like this top. It looks like it sits to the body. It's not bulky, so maybe this one might be your finer weight yarn. Yes, this one is done in a fingering weight. See how you can tell the difference a little bit, that this one drapes a little more. So because it drapes, it is a fingering weight yarn. Okay, the next one is called the Tiger Lily sweater. Now the Tiger Lily sweater, I can't remember if I did that one either. It's possible, but I can't remember. Now, a few of mine I deconstructed. I tested and then I deconstructed it. But this looks like a basic sweater. Now, this is the author as well. So she took all the photos. She is in all the photos. It looks very similar to this stitch that I'm wearing. And sometimes she said if you're testing it, you could do the long sleeve or short sleeve. So I'm not sure if that's this one. Because she changed the names on some of them. When you're testing, they're kind of trying it out, the names that they like. The next one is the lavender lace sweater. Now this is one that's a little more airy, and you can kind of see the stitches are looser, just a tad, but it'd be nice to have a tank top underneath, a couple of layers. So this one is really pretty and looks elegant. The next one is called the Sand Dunes Jumper. Now this is one that I want to make. I would love to try that one. I love the details at the top, and I love that the sleeves are tapered toward the elbow, because I don't know how many times like I'm gonna eat or wash the dishes. I'm always pulling up my sleeves if they're long, and this looks perfect to get that perfect mid-sleeve sweater. And this one looks really nice. I love it in that light gray as well, so that the stitches, so you can see the definition of the stitches. You don't want something super colorful. Maybe you won't see the design of those stitches as easily. This one was made with a 3-weight yarn, or DK. Okay, here's another one I want to do. This one is called the Storm Tea, and I had the option of doing this one and another one, and I chose the other one, but I liked them both, and this is so cool. And one of these, the reason I love this one so much is because it looks like you can dress it up or you can dress it down. It's a very elegant V-neck. I love V-necks. I do not like sweaters or tops that come all the way up here. I feel like I'm choking. But so many crochet garments, you are in control of your design. So if you're finding that it's getting too tight, you just don't do that round, or you don't do the border. A lot of them have like these thick borders. You can just do a simpler one. There's so many ways you can change the neck that goes around your body. Now, this one is super cool. And again, I love this simple construction, this simple design. Looks like it could be elegant, but yet just a classic T V-neck. I love it. I want to do this one. This one was made with 100% cotton yarn, so very cool. 4-weight as well. Okay, I believe I did this one as well. This one is called the Spring Tulip V-neck. Now this is a tank top, but look at the sides where it hits the waist. It looks like it has this little V up here, and then it is a V-neck up here. It has the strap that comes up that's all one piece, so that is cool. This is one that I really like, and I did this one. At least I think I did, because like I said, she changed the names on some of them. But here's a couple of photos of me in this one. Now, I believe I was between sizes, and I'm at a point in my life where I keep getting bigger instead of less. And so I ended up going up. But I made a mistake on choosing the wrong yarn for this garment. So if I'm correct, I'm not sure if, yes, because I have this little V, I may have done it a little, okay, here it is. So I made the mistake. So there's that V that she has. Hers looks way better. Mine's curling. But the yarn that I chose for this is so heavy. It is so dense and so heavy. But the reason why I chose it is because, again, this is the Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. And I don't want to go out and buy a bunch of yarn to create a garment that I'm testing for. Even though I may like it, I start it and then I find out I don't have enough yarn, and then I can't go get more. But so mine ended up being two-sided. So I have this side and this side. I really, really love this pattern. However, again, this yarn is just too heavy, and it was that, it feels amazing. It slides and glides on your skin. It is so smooth, but it is just a heavy yarn to use for garments. It's not one I would recommend, even though it feels beautiful. But if you like that feel, because it does drape, because it's so heavy, but it is thick. It's just so thick. That one's one that I made a mistake on the yarn. It fit the gauge swatch and all that. It's just some things are going to feel differently, and you may want to just make it in a different yarn. The next one is the lemon peel box sweater top, I should say. Lemon peel box top. And that is exactly what it is. It is a box top, boxy tee. This is a very simple stitch. I love this one. This one feels very comfortable, and that's the one that I have on right now. This is the one that I have on right now. The sleeves, I like how the sleeves are ended. This is with Caron Simply Soft. It is very smooth, but this stitch is very dense, so it just is thicker. So because it is a thicker fabric, because of the stitch, it's not see-through, but it is heavy. So Caron Simply Soft I really like using for garments, but it is a heavier weight yarn if you're using a very dense stitch. So that is the lemon peel box top. That's a 4-weight yarn. Okay, so she does give front view, sometimes a side view, and also a back view. So you can kind of see, okay, she has a front view and a side view and a back view. She doesn't do that on all of them though. So just an FYI. Okay, here's another one I want to make. This one is called High Seas Crew. High Seas Crew is made with a cotton 8/8 yarn from Hobie. And look at that. I love that. This would have been perfect for everyone doing the Nautical November Cal that Cassandra and Craftably Ever After, Ginger Cat, and Lee Mack were doing. This would have been perfect, garment-wise. This is like a sailor tee, a beach tee. I love the colors that she used for this one. So this is definitely one I want to try. I like the collar that she has around it. Okay, now here's one that I deconstructed, but I have a few pictures, so I'll show you. This one is called the Sea Foam Top. Now look at where those straps are. This is where your bra goes. So I like this top, this tank top, because it covers your bra strap. I loved this top, but I even chose it in the most glorious yarn. I believe this is one of your DK or fingering weight yarns. I'll throw up a couple of pictures. Oh my goodness, did I love this yarn. And again, this was at Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. I had a bunch of skeins of it. It was coming out so cool. Now this pattern, I was between sizes, and the small one I liked was coming out too small, the one that I thought wasn't going to fit me. So then I went up a size, and that one's just, as you can tell, just a little too big. But also the density for the fabric played a role in this, how this pattern did not fit my body at the time. So what I want to do is I want to make the stitches more looser, and I believe her gauge swatch, we had to get that really tight, or at least I did, with the hook and the yarn that I was using, because I did not want to not use this yarn. I wanted to use this yarn. And because of that, it made my fabric very dense, and it would not drape the way I was hoping it would. So I want to remake this again using the hook that I want to get the drape that I want, and I may have to play around with the sizes, and we'll see what happens. But I loved this one, and this is the one that I have to redo again. I love it so much. This is an awesome top. Okay, she gives you a front and a back view of that one. Okay, this one is called the Desert Oasis Top. Now, this is another tank top, and it looks kind of ribbed. And I'm not sure if this one would cover your bra. It looks like this one would cover a bra strap as well. Looks like it's very a dense fabric, so you're not going to see through it. So this is pretty cool, but this is not one that I would make. Not for me during my season and my time, my age. I don't want to wear this. But the other one, yes. Okay, this next one is called the Jasmine Eyelet Tee. Now, this one is very pretty, has some texture and lace quality to it, has some stitch design going on. Really like it, the short sleeve. This is not one that I would make because I don't want those see-through lines. Not as much as this one. But it is a very cute top. If I had a different body, I may make it. But in this body, in this current body, not my cup of tea right now. Okay, she's calling this one the Blueberry Top. Very similar to the other one where it has those straps on the side. Again, looks like it would cover a bra strap as well. Very basic, looks like the same stitch. Maybe all of these are going to be very simple construction, at least doable. Very nice top. I would probably make something like that for my daughter, maybe, because it looks like it comes up where it's not going to show cleavage. Maybe. Yeah, it looks a little higher. And I imagine you can even, yes, I can see it now. So the top here looks like it has some stitches that hug the body, so you're not going to get that cleavage drop. Looks good. I really like that one. Okay, now this one I like as well, even though it's very holey. This is called the Lily Square Top. Look at how those beautiful, I just love how this is. It looks like it has like a bit of a cuff look to it. And it has a very lacy. This is one you'd probably want to wear a tank top under, or an undergarment of some sort, if you want. I would. But I really like this one. And again, it looks like it has that side detail again. So this one looks nice. I want to try this one as well. I really like it where it's connected. It has a different stitch. Ooh, there's a nice back. I love that. That looks beautiful. Now she has a section on cardigans. So we started with sweaters, then we went to tops. Now we're into cardigans. And this is called the Sea Breeze cardigan. I did do one of the cardigans, and I don't remember what the name was that I tested, but the one that I did, I already put it away. The one that I did, again, my body is changing, or my bust was too big. I didn't, it was coming off my shoulders. Like my shoulders couldn't keep the sweater on, so it would hang off too low. So the one that I did, I put it away. I was going to give it to somebody, but then I saw that I had a couple of mistakes in it. Like, not mistakes, but just, it was such a big cardigan. I'm not sure I want to give it to anyone. I did put it away, so I don't have it out. I don't even have any images of it. This one is very cool because it has that V-neck, which I love. And then if you make it big enough, you can, see, I would not be able to button a sweater like that unless it was really big. And then it would lose its size around the other parts because I'm making a bigger one. So I'm not sure if something like that could fit me. But it is cute. Here is another one. This one is called the, actually, I don't know what it's called. It's a weird name. Very pretty. This one would fit me, but it's one of those big long ones. I don't tend to wear long sweaters. I don't want anything getting caught under me when I'm getting in the car or sitting down. So this isn't the type of sweater I would wear. This is the name of it. Friends Cardigan. This one is called the Dewy Morning Cardigan, and this one is pretty. Now, this is where I like my sweaters to be. I really like this style. Very pretty. Looking forward to trying that one as well. I think this is the one that I did. It's called the Cedar Cardigan because the stitch was very tight, and this one looks like it. So I believe she said we could button it or not button it. And yes, so you see how the shoulder here, I didn't like how off the shoulder it was. So I wanted it up here more so that it could hang. But because it was off, and I decided not to put buttons on it, I wanted mine just to be a cardigan. So mine is open. That was my problem. It was just too off the shoulder for me, where I felt like it wasn't on. So this one was off for me. This is the one that I tested. For my body anyway. Then again, I have, we're all built differently. So bust-wise, I felt like it was just coming off. Oh, this one's really pretty. This is called the Rose Dust Cardigan. I like this one. I like the color she chose as well. Very pretty. So it has a very nice detail. No buttons on this one, but it has pockets. Okay, I think that was all of the books. So this was your inside look at the Beginner's Guide to Crochet Sweaters and Tops. I'll have it linked down below. She is an excellent designer. She has a YouTube channel. She has an Instagram account. And again, I'm pretty sure she has her own website if you ever want to test for her. She is one that I very much enjoy testing for. Very cool. In fact, even after this book, she's a new mom, she's a doctor, she has a full-time job as a doctor, and she's a crochet artist. This girl is on it. But it was a pleasure testing for her. I just choose not to test anymore. So there you go. That was it. I loved this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. And if you want to start a cardigan, or if you want to start your crochet journey in garments, I highly recommend this book. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.